Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Mara, MSTR, Riot, and Coinbase. We'll do cryptos in this video and let's do technical analysis. But before that, I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. Guys, if you want to see more of cryptos coverage, please like this video because I'm right now only doing cryptos like on the weekly basis because I need to know if you want me to do these videos on cryptos as well. And if you want, the best way to show me that is by liking this video. That's the parameter helps me that understanding that, okay, this is what you want to see, right? So, all right, but now let's jump right into it and let's kick this thing off actually with Mara. We'll cover Ethereum and Bitcoin closer to the end so that we can capture the real-time price action, because this is not that market is closed right now, they're still running. So I want to do it as close as to the video closing time, right? All right, Mara. So Mara, here we have a constant supply zone running onto this thing, all right now. So you can see this is now being rejected constantly at this trend line. Let's get rid of these previous trend lines. We don't need those right now. They have served their purpose in the previous plays that we were taking. Now we have actually a new channel. I should make it a channel here on Mara. And yeah, sorta this is the channel that Mara is in. So technically it's a downtrending channel, and any potential upside, if you want to trade on this, you would have to wait and see it getting above and out of this channel. Whenever that happens, it will be a big green candle because it's gonna squeeze out of this pressure. And usually that would happen if you start to see some more consolidation here. And so at this point, if Mara doesn't lose its 50 days moving average or doesn't lose this level of $18.84, starts to stagnate here, then eventually breaking out of this channel can give it another move back to the upside. Otherwise, right now, just stay away from it. It's not giving much volatility to trade, or you can still trade in this channel with the stop loss on the other side if that's something you want to do. Microstrategy. So this thing is selling off with a lower pivot at this point, and this is what is lower pivot is forming. It has lost 20 and 50 days moving average, and the most importantly, it has lost $1,442. This zone of previous pivot trying to hold support here failed, went lower, liquidity grab went up higher, but then sold off again. So as long as MSTR is not getting above this area, $1,420 to $1,440, as long as it's not getting above it, it's not going to be back again in the upside structure. So in other words, below this blue box that I just put up here, this thing can continue lower level by level. Riot, I would suggest just stay away from it right now. There's not much volatility you're gonna get out of it. I'm gonna get rid of these lines. We don't need those now. They have served their purpose. Yeah, right now I would just stay away from it. Yeah, if it continues to lose these levels like $8.90, $7.78 is again a possibility. But if you want to see the upside, well, for the upside, oh yeah, no, big upside would only come on this, guys, if it gets above this $10.49 area. Now, just stay away from Riot if you can. You don't have to trade all these every day, right? Just stay away from it. Right now, I'm not seeing any volatility in this thing. Coinbase. Coinbase is interesting here. So we lost that trend line and then we continued lower, right? This is what we went lower. It's trying to find the support in the blue box, and that blue box is a structural area, but however, guys, this is not a strong pivot. Watch this. Okay, there are two levels you are watching if it continues to reject. So first is 225 and then the next one is 235. If we get above 225, 235 is a likely possibility, but just keep in mind that that also then becomes a potential lower pivot. So if we start rejecting here at 235, if we get above there after 225, that will not fully change the structure bullish. Trade only this range if you want to, but then as long as we are not getting above from where we are above 236, this can just reject there and can continue lower, in my opinion. Structure on this right now has a potential to continue lower. unless we get above from where we are, above 836 almost. All right. Okie dokie, let's jump into Ethereum and Bitcoin now. So starting off with Ethereum, we have, so this is, well, okay, if you have been seeing my videos on cryptos, I have talked about Ethereum from the time it broke 3680, that guys, expect this thing to continue lower. And I talked about it over here as well. Any pullback until to the level of 3680 can just be shorted. It's still in the downtrend, right? And every next level and pivot is just being shorted even here. Now, what from here? So, it's not in the bullish structure, first of all. If it has to get bullish again, Ethereum needs to first get above 3443, this particular level. And after that, you can expect some upside, all right? But it has to first get above 3043. Above this only, it will be a little bit back again in the bullish strength. Otherwise, no. All right, you need to see a good green candle close like that on a daily interval, taking out these previous resistances, right? Otherwise, no, this thing can, if it rejects here, then break below 3357 is a continuation down again to the next level, level by level, all right? So, yeah, do with that. But yeah, right now structure is not bullish. Just remember that structure will again start to regain a little bit bullish strength if it gets above this level of 3447, all right? Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin, if you have been following my videos, we talked about all these short plays. And then I talked about this inverted head and shoulder pattern forming really great. And I said that all these pullbacks are a buy. All these pullbacks are a buy. And then after that, once we started losing this trend line, this was the double top as I explained in my videos previously. And I said we are in the downtrend. And I kept mentioning that, guys, any pullback after we got this red candle, I kept mentioning that because we have lost a pivot, we have lost the trend, any pullbacks will be shorted on this thing and we will continue down to the 200 days moving average. Right? We got there almost on Bitcoin, and this is what I have been saying, that, guys, is still a short play, and we got to 200 days moving average. Now what? Is it going to continue up from here, or what are the possibilities? So technically, structure is still bearish on Bitcoin. There is a level of confirmation that above that some upside may come, and again trade only level by level. But if we get above 62,422, this very level, if Bitcoin can do that, all right, then some upside is possibility to the underneath of this blue box, that is 64,825. But just take that as a possibility right now, only if we get above 62,422. All right, otherwise not really. So when you are trying to trade the reversal on the trend, especially on the upside, this one consolidation would not be sufficient. Yes, some push may come above 62,422, but be careful, take partial profits, because that structure is not fully bullish, because we have this, we would go through some pullbacks again, like back over here, if it has to become bullish. And then we have to see if a higher pivot forms, like back over here. And then that can be continued higher. But for that pivot to form, it has to first go up, come down, and then we have to see a support back at 62,422. That's what confirms the higher pivot, and that's when stop loss on the other side and position can be taken then for the long upside. So for Bitcoin, if it has to become bullish, first it has to regain 62,422, get above it, some upside may come, possibility of another pullback, and then we have to see that level again hold on the pivot. That would confirm that, okay, Bitcoin is again becoming back in the uptrend. Otherwise, no. That first time will just constitute a rebound in the price action, all right? And so yeah, structured right now, guys, though it's not fully bullish. That I gave you the level to 62,422 area. And however, if we continue to lose, guys, this level to the bottom, like 15, that is almost 60,000, right? If we lose that, continue lower, then yeah, 200 days moving average, your last line of support. And if we finally started losing that as well, then there's not much good support on Bitcoin until then the level of almost 49,000. So yeah, but yeah, those are the levels you would be trading this with. All right, okay, well, that's it for this video, guys. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools that marks these automatic levels and everything across all instruments and stocks, Links to my tools are in the description below, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.